Honorable, so as you can see, we have an office in here that still the online form. So the process is
just grab a pen. Yeah, we can do all the votes at the same time. Yeah. Where is the honorable Ricky? Let the honorable members come in. Honorable Ricky. Yeah, grab it. Just grab a seat. Let's make sure you get your passport today.
Please let me take this.
So please guide them with the online process. Okay, they are starting. They are all receiving their passports today. So let's do it quickly.
Can I sit there?
Oh, yeah. I'm meeting you today. Yeah. All right, so staff, guide them on how to. Yeah, I hope you are the porter. Okay, let's start.
The DX is low. There's more.
Okay, so what should I do?
You happen to have the G. But I think you're going to be doing transfer by this time.
It's working.
Working, huh?
It's working.
Fantastic. We are truly live.
So we end the program now. Thank you very much.
Control. So the last time we do, yeah, we do on the Friday. So what about this? Yeah, we do those. But I'll come and see you today. Let's push it.
Oh, okay. Let's do this. I go, how are we?
20% reduction in fees and injection into indirect passport in under 50.
The Chief of Staff, the Foreign Affairs Minister and his entourage, and other invited guests as they join us for this momentous occasion, the launch of Ghana's passport chip embedded. The switch is on. Thank you very much. While we remain standing, I kindly ask that we make welcome Reverend Dr. Lawrence Peter, President of the Worldwide Miracle Outreach.
We'll be coming back to
help us with
to have some more interaction.
Let's put our hands
Yes,
together for him
yes,
once again. Thank you very much. I don't know why Joshua is not part of your name. To think that you are taking us through to the promised land, I think I congratulate you. So please, Chief of Staff, please shake his hands for us. Joshua, we add Joshua to your name. Because this journey has been 10 years. We started this journey 10 years ago. I am privileged to have been part of the initiation of this journey 10 years ago. And to think that it's taking us 10 years down the line to go into the promised land, I just thank God for what he's done. Also thank God for the life of all the team players who have made sure that this program has come to a successful end, and then we are beginning afresh. We thank all the politicians, thank all the diplomats, thank all the stakeholders, and also thank God for everybody who means well for Ghana. Remember, through this chip embedded passport, we'll be meeting our car requirements, which most of us who travel knows that if you don't have it, you are limited. I've been to airports that has taken us long time before we go through, because everybody in the sub-region has it. It is only Ghana who doesn't have it in this sub-region. Shall we pray? We are going, heaven knows where we are going. We know within, we know within. We will get there. Heaven knows how we will get there. We know within. It will be hard, we know. And the road will be muddy and rough, but we'll get there. Heaven knows how we will get there. We know we will. Father, I thank you for today. That at long last, we are going to a promised land. That Ghanaians will also be traveling with cheap embedded passports. That will give us a better international acceptance and recognition. I pray that everything we do here today will be to your glory. I even take this privilege to thank God on behalf of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, that under his tenure, we can say we have a chip embedded passport. I'm thanking God through him that he who has begun this good work will bring it to a successful end. Then we also pray that anybody and everyone who has been part of this game will look back years down the line to thank God for what God has done. And the same God that has been our source of inspiration in these many years past is about to be our hope for the days to come. That God today, when Israeli opened their passport and they put it under the machine, and Ghanaians also open their passport and put it under the machine, it will have the same quality. That even the Hungarians that has gone through all these times and these 10 years, we also know that Ghanaians are truthful people and are people who can be counted on. I bless today, bless all these great men on this podium, and pray that from today, we the people of Ghana will be proud that we too have a chip embedded passport. And on this note, I also pray for our brother, Honorable Sam Okojeto Ablaka, that this tenure of his, as a Joshua who is taking us to another level after 10 years, God will give him the wisdom of Solomon, the tenacity of David, and acceptance of Joseph to take this battle forward. In the name of Jesus. Amen. Please permit me to sing my final hymn. My faith has found a resting place, not in device nor creed. I trust the ever living one. I trust the ever living one. His wounds for me sharply. I need no other argument. I need no other plea. It is alone that Jesus died, and that he died for me. And Nicholas, on behalf of the Hungarians, let me shake your hands and congratulate you. He had this dream. He had this dream. Nicholas, he had this dream. Come on, shake their hands. He had this dream. His father is a Ghanaian. His mother is a Hungarian. The year I went to school in Hungary was the year he was born. And through him, this vision that the politicians and the diplomats are part of today was made manifest. Nicholas, congratulations. To God be the glory. Amen.
Thank you very much, Alfred. The Honorable Chief of Staff of the Republic of Ghana, the Honorable Julius Debra, Honorable Ministers of State, the Honorable Deputy Majority Leader, the Honorable Chair of the Foreign Affairs Committee of Parliament and members of the committee, the representative of the Comptroller General. I see the Honorable Minister for Communications joining us, the Chief Director, Passport Director, directors and staff of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, our private partners. This is a PPP arrangement we cherish very much. So our private partners, BTS, ANI, Ghana Post, Trustkit, CEOs of various state institutions, the Honorable Deputy Chief of Staff, Transaction Advisor, consultants, the technical team, our friends from the media, Your Excellencies, esteemed guests, fellow citizens. Today, the 28th of April 2025, is the day we have all been waiting for. Today is the day Ghana embarks on the most far-reaching and progressive passport reforms ever experienced in our country's entire history. Today, we will be ending the frustration, we will be ending the unacceptable waiting period for passports, we will be ending the reign of Goro boys, and we will be ending the phenomenon of over 70,000 uncollected passports, which I inherited as minister. And you know why they are uncollected. The frustration gets so overwhelming, Ghanaians just give up because the system is too cumbersome. The red tapeism, the bureaucracy, and the total inertia just makes them give up. Today, we are ending all of that. Esteemed guests, today we reset and usher in a new era of modernization, of convenience, and of respect, deep respect for the Ghanaian passport applicant. Today's event, as has been indicated by the Director of Passports, is not a launch. Today, we are practically going to demonstrate that we are ready for the first ever mass rollout of the chip-embedded passports, and that we are also ready for the comprehensive progressive reforms that we have outlined. And to demonstrate that we are ready, everybody here willing, including our friends in the media, the bloggers, all of you are entitled to the new chip-embedded passports. And once you indicate your readiness, we will deliver your chip-embedded passports to you today, right here at this event. We will appeal to all of you to make it a point once you are here. What's the point in attending the event, being seen on TV by your family, your lovely children and friends, and going back home without a chip-embedded passport? What's the evidence that you are really, really here and part of us? So we'll encourage all of you to just be a little bit patient, go through the online process, and in a few minutes, we want to show you that under the new reforms, you can get your passport in a day, under 24 hours, and we want to demonstrate that today. Our special guest of honor today will be the first to receive the chip-embedded passports. And we are very proud that we are going to hand over the chip-embedded passports to the Honorable Julius Debra. Let me also state for the record that ahead of today's event, we have ensured that the current president, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, has received his chip-embedded passport. And he says, I should confirm to you that he is very, very impressed with the chip-embedded passport. And he has quickly discarded the old passport. He is so much in love with the new chip-embedded passport. I can also confirm that former President, His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, has also received his chip-embedded passport. And later today, we are making arrangements with former President, His Excellency John Agyekum Kufuor, to also take his features and hand over his chip-embedded passport to him, so that all our presidents will have received their chip-embedded passports by close of today. We want everybody to know, the president, former presidents, and indeed all of you, our esteemed guests, to know that we are really ready for this rollout. There has been much talk of chip-embedded passports since 2010, when ICAO asked countries to prepare to meet its new requirements consistent with ICAO regulations DOC 9303. But I must say that this is the first time Ghana is having a mass rollout, and it is being done together with our progressive reset reforms as a full package. So today we are not only launching or rolling out, pardon me, we are not only rolling out these chip-embedded passports, but we are doing it as a full package together with our reforms. So let's itemize these reforms. There are 6, and I'll ask you to come along with me. So the first reform, obviously, is to switch from the current biometric passports to chip-embedded passports. Number 2, we are commencing 24-hour operations here at the Passport Head Office from today, in line with President Mahama's vision of the 24-hour economy. And we are proud to say that we are probably the first institution to start fully to roll out President Mahama's 24-hour vision. Number 3, today we are starting with direct passport delivery at your convenience through courier service. And this is the first time Ghana is doing that. You no longer have to come back to the passport application center for your passport. And remember that we don't have passport application centers in every district, not even in every regional capital. So imagine how the frustration has been. For example, if you're in the Upper East region, you don't even have a regional passport application center. So you have to do a 4 or 5 hour journey to Tamale, the closest passport application center. And the transportation costs back and forth. Today, we are ending that. You can have your passport delivered to you conveniently. You don't have to risk your life and risk your resources on these up and down journeys. We are also glad to announce, as part of this direct passport delivery, that our lead partner in this delivery endeavor is Ghana Post, our own beloved Ghana Post. And yesterday we had a simulation meeting, and you should see the joy that the management of Ghana Post expressed. They said that this is really going to revive Ghana Post, and we share in that joy. And I'm not surprised that the Communications Minister, the Honorable Sam George, is here to witness this momentous occasion. There is a junior partner to Ghana Post, that is Trustkit Company Limited, fully Ghanaian-owned company, and they will be working with Ghana Post. So this is a Ghanaian enterprise. We are not bringing in any foreign entity. Ghanaians can do it, and we are showing our belief in Ghana. Reform number 4. We are also activating immediately an e-tracking system to allow all passports applications to be tracked by the end user. As soon as you commence your passport application process, you can track all the way. And yesterday, the demonstration was done by our IT partners. Right from the beginning of the application process, if your forms are approved by the passport officials, the system will tell you that it's been approved. If there are outstanding documents, the system will tell you that you need to bring those as outstanding documents. And then after you have done that, if it's approved and it's being processed, you will be told. You will be told how many days, how many hours are left. When the passport is printed, you will be informed. And when you are ready to receive the passport, you can track every minute, every second. When the courier agent calls you that I'm on the way, you can track with the agent until you receive the passport. And at the end, when you have received the passport, we also have a system where you can confirm biometrically that you have received. We are not encouraging any proxy deliveries. We want you to receive it. Only on rare emergency occasions, probably on medical grounds, are we going to be doing proxy deliveries. And we have a dashboard that the minister management will see that indeed the passports are being delivered and end users are confirming that they have received the passport. So proper e-tracking that allows all of us, everybody in the value chain, to appreciate what is going on. We are pledging today that we will deliver your passport under 15 days. From today, the 28th of April 2025, it should not take more than 15 days for ordinary applications. And for expedited applications where you pay a little more, you are guaranteed delivery under 5 days. That is the pledge we are making to you. The Goro boys have triumphed because of the delays, because of the bureaucracy. That is how come they've existed all these years. Once we're able to do this in 15 days, under 5 days for expedited service, who wants to go and pay 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 cedis to some middleman or Goro boy to have their passports? So we can boldly declare that from today, the Goro boys have to go get some other jobs. And we are ready to recruit them. If you want to be dispatch rider to help us deliver or to work in our 24-hour operations, yeah, we are ready to give you a more, decent and a more dignifying and legal job. Very legal. And you can proudly identify yourself that you work with us at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, not hiding under the shadows as a Goro boy. A job you are not proud to declare. Reform number 6. We are also carrying out all of these reforms under new application fee regime. I can announce to you today that Cabinet has approved a reduction of the ordinary passport fees from 500 Ghana cedis to 350 Ghana cedis. It appears the Mahama government is a magical government. You are carrying out all of these far-reaching reforms, and yet the fees are going down. I'm sure with these reforms, we could have made a case for even quadrupling the rates. But we want passports to be affordable. We take a philosophical view that passports are not luxury documents. They should be affordable and accessible to all Ghanaians. And that is why Cabinet has approved this fee reduction. Final hurdle. I get a lot of calls, oh, Honorable, we've heard about this 350 reduction, but it hasn't taken effect. When we go online, it's still 500 cedis. What is happening? Were you economical with the truth? You know that legally, when Cabinet has done this reduction, the Fees and Charges Act has to be amended by Parliament. Only Parliament can amend the fees and charges. So as it is now, what was approved by Parliament last year was the 400% increment, the 500 cedis. So when Parliament returns from recess, I have the full assurance of leadership of Parliament. That's why they are here. The chair of the Foreign Affairs Committee is here. So please hold them accountable if the fee reduction delays. We have done our part within government, at Cabinet and at the ministry. So now the ball is in the court of Parliament. And I have every assurance that our leadership in Parliament, represented by the Honorable Ricky Tegan and the chair of the Foreign Affairs Committee, they are all excited to ensure that the Fees and Charges Act is amended for these new fees to take effect. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, this rollout is yet another generational passport. It marks a significant milestone in the history of Ghana's document security space. The dynamic nature and the constant evolution of crimes perpetrated with traveling, security, and identity require an even more advanced approach in the design, production, and acquisition of these valuable state documents. As Ghana rolls out its first chip-embedded polycarbonate biographical data page passport, equipped with the highest latent and patent security inputs, the sector players, end users, and regulators within the document security management setup are assured of robust security features that are almost impossible to forge.
Would also want to hear from a fraud detection expert as to how this chip-embedded passport is also going to help complement that particular fight. And to give us a detail, the Frank Ampruti is with the Ghana Immigration Service. Let's put our hands together for him. Thank you.
Chief of Staff, Honorable Minister of Interior, Ministers present, Representative of the Controller General of Immigration, Deputy Controller General Isaac Owusu Mensah, Chief Director, Ministry of Foreign Affairs, all other protocols duly observed. This passport that we are going to talk about, which is in my hand, I want to show to you just now. It's not just a passport. As a representative of Ghana Immigration Service and as a forensic expert from the Document Forensic Center, I want to emphasize some security features that the public need to know, and also how this document needs to be handled. I can see from your faces we are all happy, but then the Ghana Immigration Service is the most happiest because as end users of these documents and also being part of the production process, we ensure that by international standards, all the levels of security checks, talking about the first, second, and third levels of security checks, are incorporated into this booklet that I have here. So it doesn't only comply with the ICAO specification for travel document or ID3, what we call identity 3, but also have certain security features that are of international repute, which I will highlight just few, because these are covert and overt security features that we have imputed in to guard against the abuse of these documents. So it will not be appropriate for me to mention all, but then the very ones that you need to know to guide you on how this booklet is to be used, I'll briefly touch on them. So I want to thank the Minister once again for giving me this opportunity. And I want to say that this presentation is to serve as a guide, especially for the end users, talking about our diplomatic representatives here and also our officers at our various border crossing points on how to handle these documents or to vet them. Let me start by re-emphasizing that this passport is a marked progress over what I will call the old one. Now, I have the right to call it the old one because this one has been rolled out. In that, in this passport, we have 175 security features, overt and covert security features embedded in, as compared to the just past one, which has only 32 security features. Let me briefly touch on the quality. As a document forensic expert and also being part of the production process, we chose only quality materials, talking about the three main substrates that constitute these documents: the cover, the leather, which is also part of the document under forensics, the polycarbonate, which is the biographical data page, which appears as a card now, and the inner pages of the security papers. These are highly certified security materials that you can get anywhere on the planet. Now, when it comes to the production of a document, I will start with the printing techniques. The conventional printing techniques that were employed in producing this book are the state-of-the-art conventional printing techniques you can get anywhere. The representative from any here can attest to that. The chief director, we saw the machines, and these are techniques that cannot be replicated by any means. Hence, it guarantees security with the use of these documents. Not only the conventional printing techniques, but also the digital printing technology that is used in personalizing your data when you satisfy the conditions of being issued one. These are the state-of-the-art machines that you can get anywhere on the continent. This is the first passport in the country, maybe in the sub-region, if not the continent, that is employing what we call a nanotechnology. The state-of-the-art nanotechnology as we have in the world today is with one passport. For security reasons I can't mention, but Ghana is lucky to have this nanotechnology embedded in this passport. Also, the information you see on the passport regarding the visual inspection zone, the machine readable zone, and the photo zones have been encoded and inputted onto an RFID chip, which is inserted somewhere in this document. And it is for this reason that I'm going to outline some do's and don'ts on what you should know about the documents. For the do's, please, when you turn to the instruction page, everything has been written there. And the handout given to you has been outlined in. But for the don'ts, please, I want to re-emphasize that because of the, I'm going to use a technical word here, transparent kinographic overlay, which is embedded with detailed national monuments that are only viewed by machines. Please don't insert things into these passports, especially on this page. Number 2, don't put it in your pocket and sit on it. And guard it as much as you can, else when you are using it, there's the possibility that you are going to have problems with the vetting agencies, especially immigration, because when we open it and certain security features are affected in there, it affects you more than us. So please, let's guard it together. In conclusion, I want to say that what you see with your physical eyes in my hand here constitutes only 5% of the security inputs made in these documents. For the first, second, and third line security inputs constitute over 175 security features in here. Hence, it is a valuable document, and nobody should try to alter it in any way, or as the law says, allow it to pass into the possession of an unauthorized person, which could affect you. It is therefore our collective responsibility as Ghanaians to guard the integrity of this number 1 document to ensure that the full benefits of rolling it out today is fully achieved. Thank you very much. And I want to take my
Thank you very much. Very, very, very much, Mr. MC. Honorable Chief of Staff, I'm sure most of us will not be aware that he celebrated his birthday just last few days ago. Shall we put our hands together for what God has done for you? Let's say, happy birthday to you and congratulations. Honorable Chief of Staff, Julius Deborah, Honorable Samuel Okujato Ablakwa, the original name of Ablakwa, not Abrokwa, Minister for Foreign Affairs, Ambassador Ramses Cleland, Chief Director, Ministry for Foreign Affairs, Your Excellencies, Coordinating Directors, esteemed colleague directors, distinguished stakeholders present, let me recognize the presence of Dr. Lawrence Tete for his wonderful support for this program, esteemed guests, and fellow citizens. Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon to everyone. It is my great pleasure to welcome you all to this momentous occasion, marking a significant milestone in our nation's journey towards enhancing security and innovation. Today, we are here to embark on a new era with the rollout of Ghana's chip embedded passport, a cutting-edge travel document that embodies our commitment to safeguarding our citizens and adhering to international standards. This new passport is not just a travel document. It represents our dedication to technology advancement, security, efficiency. With its advanced security features, including chip and biometric data, this passport will provide Ghanaians with a secured, reliable means of identification, both domestically and internationally. I would like to extend my gratitude to all those who have worked tirelessly to bring this project to fruition. Your dedication, expertise, and perseverance have been invaluable, and we are proud to showcase these fruits of our labor today. Ladies and gentlemen, as we roll out this new passport, we are not only enhancing the security of our travel document, but also improving the experiences of our citizens. This initiative is testament to our government's commitment to leveraging technology to improve the lives of our people. In view of that, I'll take this opportunity to invite all of us to join the Honorable Minister, Management of Ministry of Foreign Affairs, directors from the Ministry, and technical staff from BTS and any company, media practitioners, and commentators, not to open the Book of Lamentations
but to celebrate this achievement and to witness the rollout of our new chip embedded passports. I want to emphasize that our presence here today is not to launch the chip embedded passport, but to roll out commercially to the public. And therefore, let us work together to ensure a smooth transition and to make this new passport a symbol of our nation's progress and innovation. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, I welcome all of us to this commercial chip embedded passport rollout event and wish us all a successful and productive rollout ceremony. Thank you for the opportunity.